All right, everybody, here we go. Now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell, the incredibly talented Matt Martin, also known as Only Matt Martin. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hey guys, how are you? You guys look fabulous with that skyline behind you.
Thank you. We have your skyline.
That's our cheap trip to New York.
Are you flying us on an adventure today, Mr. Ron?
No. I just sit here sometimes. I knock back a few and I think I'm in Manhattan and I stop crying.
So first of all, let me do a formal introduction, starting off with our cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Ta-da-da! Welcome aboard, baby.
Thank you, honey.
Then we got the man behind the boards, Chad Murphy.
Welcome to the show, sir.
Hey, Chad.
That's our Butch Hot number.
Then we've got a chat room full of people, which you were in there, but say hey to everybody in the chat room.
Hey, chat room.
And I'm Jimmy Star. We want to welcome you to the show from Long Island. There you go.
Thank you for having me.
And we were talking about getting naked so that the people on radio, we can tease them and say, haha, we're all naked and you can't see us. But I've been trying to get Chad naked for years and he won't do it.
He sounds like a beefcake.
Oh, he is a beefcake.
He sounds like a
Honey,
beefcake.
if you saw him, you'd throw those legs up in a minute. I mean, you'd make holes in the ceiling with your high heels.
Oh, my Lanta.
You got to say hi to Czar Drew and the Gady Bunch.
Oh, yes.
He's another fruit.
Hey, Czar,
He's a sister.
and hello, my Gadies. I'm actually going to be visiting with them next week in New Jersey.
There you go, the Gady Bunch.
The Gady Bunch.
Oh, are they fruity tooties too?
Oh, yes, we have 2 lesbians with 5 natural children.
Oh, good, family. I love doing family.
Yes.
Also, say hi to Tristan. Let's see, Illy, Tristan. You got to say hi to Iris, because Iris is the coolest bitch on the planet.
Yeah. Iris has been like plugging my Twitter account all freaking week. So hey, girl, hey.
Yeah,
I heard a lot
fabulous.
of guys were plugging your Twitter.
I didn't realize that went on the wire today.
You set yourself up for that one.
I sure did.
I was not going to let it go. I would have killed myself. Tonight in bed, I would have smothered myself with Jimmy's balls.
He actually sent me a thing saying like he's listened to a couple of the shows, so he knows.
I have.
So he
I'm
knows
prepared.
what to expect. So he's like prepared for you and your.
I was watching shows and I opened up my notes app on my phone and I have some things for Mr. Ron Russell. So I want to talk about how Jimmy was a whore, but yet you were Jane Russell.
Right.
So Jane Russell at the bunkhouse.
Did you see my show?
Oh, I was not.
He wasn't born.
Go fuck yourself, Jimmy.
I probably was alive at the time. I was a thought.
Jimmy. What? No, in person. Here's what happened.
Hang on. Wait to make sure we can hear. Say something again. Matt, he can't hear us.
Matt, can you hear?
Hello?
Matt,
yes.
Okay, you can hear us?
Papa, can you hear
Okay,
me?
good. Okay.
Yes.
I had to close my stream.
I was a very successful female illusionist in those days.
Illusionist?
A female illusionist, that's how they billed us, because we couldn't do anything else. The audience wouldn't come. Back in those days, if they heard the word drag queen or sex, whatever, they call transvestite.
Transsexual, whatever they called it.
People would not come. An illusionist is a man who creates an illusion. And I indeed looked like Jane Russell. And that's where my name came from, Russell, because I worked as Ron Russell as Jane. Years later, I met Jane, and we fell in love as dear friends, and we were dear friends until she passed away. And I miss her every day. We stayed in each other's homes. We hung out. We went to dinner. We did everything together when I lived in California. So at least out of the suffering of being a female illusionist, I got to meet the person I impersonated.
That's amazing.
Let me tell everybody,
and
too,
to be
you guys.
Such good friends.
ITV
really
is back, you guys. So if you hit ITV, not you, don't you do anything, because we don't want to mess up.
Also, I got to put my dick away.
Yeah.
I'm leaving mine out because it feels good.
If you hit ITV, you guys, at the top and refresh it, you can now see Matt Martin in his yellow room, and you can see us in the studio, and so you can see us all back.
You know the old joke. Wow, it's nice out. I think I'm going to leave it out.
So we should tell everybody, first of all, you guys can follow Matt Martin on Twitter. He's at Only Matt Martin, ONLYMATTMARTIN, or you can go to onlymattmartin.com. And Matt's really good at all this stuff. He's a lot like us because he does the same thing. He hosts radio shows, television shows. He does all kinds of stuff, and he's gay. He's like He's like our.
Oh, he is
And he's
gay?
like our pseudo brother.
Oh, he's so he's so butch. I had no idea. The purse that fell out of his mouth, I wasn't aware of.
Well, as I always say, when I leave a room, there's always a glitter trail.
Right. Anyway, to conclude that, so I was never a whore because I was.
No, but you were claiming Jimmy was a whore. Is that how you found him?
Well, no, I didn't find him as a whore. I was walking in the mall, and he picked me up, and I told him, "Well, get the fuck out of here, you jerk," because he looked like a weirdo. You know, Jimmy has his own clothing line, and Jimmy dressed all the rockers. So Jimmy looked like a rock and roll guy.
I had earrings and I had ripped jeans.
And you know where his jeans were ripped? They had fake underwear sewn into the patch. So it looked like the crotch was all torn and you could see the underwear. And I thought, come on, I'm Ron Russell. I'm from Palm Springs. I have a TV show on Time Warner. Get lost, you beggar. Anyway, he pursued me. And then we did a gig together and he played a funeral parlor guy near a coffin. And I walked in. And I saw him in a suit with a tie, no earring. I thought, oh my God, is he sexy? Is he good? You know, even if I don't date him twice, I got to have him once. You know? and I knew that was a shoo-in because he, you know, saliva used to come out of his mouth when he'd speak to me. So that's when we hooked up. And we're married, happily married. And I'm, again, proud to say on the 90,000th time that we're the first gay husband and husband television show.
Radio show,
and we've been accepted beautifully by millions of people, and I'm thrilled to pieces that not everybody's a homophobe.
Amen.
That's what I
Absolutely.
say. Now the second part was that was it.
No, that was it. You covered both.
Oh, I wasn't a whore because I was with my same partner, Sal D. George, for 46 years, and then he died of pancreatic cancer. So I was alone for many years, and then I met Jimmy. So I never really had time to be a whore because I worked a lot. I mean, I would have been a whore for a producer, but they never, you know, did that with me. Well, I am serious. To get a good, listen, Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis told me Marilyn Monroe was on her knees all the time. That's
I believe that.
No, it's true. She was famous.
I do.
She was famous for her blowjobs. They were supposed to be like the best blowjobs ever. So
was Anna Nicole.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I have, but anyway.
I heard that though, and I did a movie with, and I was working on a movie, and Anna Nicole's. I don't know about that, but Anna Nicole's bodyguard, the guy who you see on all the things or whatever. I used to hang out with him a lot, and he said that too. So, so you never know.
Shocking.
I wouldn't have done that for a part.
No, I.
Well, listen. I mean, I've like built my brand, so to speak, without having to give sexual favors. Thank God. But you can always tell the people that are on the come up that do the sleazy things to get where they are because they never really enjoy it.
Well,
they feel like they're
Rock Hudson did. Tab Hunt is a good friend of mine. Tab Hunt is a friend of mine. I haven't seen him in 8 years, but he's a good friend of mine.
In the chat.
When I see him, we're good friends. And he said to me, the guy that they all belong to, the guy that got them work, Monty Cliff balled him, Rock Hudson balled him, and then of course Tab claimed he never balled him. But anyway, all the beautiful boys of the 1950s and 60s made it with this one guy. There are several books out, and if you get Tab Hunter's book, which is very interesting, his life story, he talks about all the gay guys.
In the chat room, they're asking if that's a stylized hat, or did you just wash a hat that wasn't supposed to be washed?
No, see, now this hat is a stylized hat. It has had more plastic surgery than I have, and I have done everything to it to keep it for 10 years. It is my favorite hat.
There you go. Okay, so pull the hat off for 1 second. Let's see what you.
Dear God, no.
No, you have a lot of hair.
I know. I got my little man bun.
You have one of those pubic things.
I got a little man bun happening.
I love man. He doesn't like man buns, but I love man buns.
I love gay buns, but
I like it. You have it all blown up and everything, and it's big. It's
really
yes,
a cute little guy with buns. I'm no problem with, but buns in my hair, no.
So let me ask you a question, because I know you're a host and you do a lot of hosting, but are you also an actor? Because what did you do in My Big Gay Italian Wedding off Broadway?
I did that. I think it was 4 years ago now. Being big on social media, I went and saw the show and was tweeting about it. And then one of my good friends, Tabitha Coffey, she was going to guest in it as like a one night only appearance. And I went, and then I talked with the producers and the writer and creator, Anthony Wilkinson. and said, you know what, I would really love to do this show. It is hilarious. It's still running on off Broadway at the St. Luke's Theater. And so we decided to do it as like a Twitter takeover. And we did a whole social media thing. And I was in it 3 times, and it sold out. And it was one of the best experiences of my life.
Wait, so tell me what is.
Wait, hang on. I'm pissed off that no one's picked it up for a film yet.
Don't they? Well, he's got like a series. So he has My Big Gay Italian Wedding. He also has My Big Gay Midlife Crisis, and he also has My Big Gay Italian Funeral.
That would be great. 3 great movies. But wait, explain to me.
I should go down and get a
several times I noticed, like on things that you have upcoming, you're doing a Twitter takeover at the Grand Resort and Spa Gaycation or whatever. I don't know what a Twitter takeover is. Can you explain that?
Over, and this actually, I'm also going to be speaking at the LGBT conferences in New York City on May 18th, and I'm basically going to be describing exactly what that is. A Twitter takeover is, like, the long story short, it's using social media and finding people that have engaged following and people that are influencers within social media, and having them come and represent your business or share their business, share a business or a service, or kind of like what we do on social media, Jimmy. And it blows up their brands. So what we did was, the show wasn't doing so hot. So when I did the show, it like revived it. And then now Grand Resort does just fine on its own. But I wanted to, I wanted to go to this resort that I've been seeing so much about. And then I came up with the idea, and I've done this for other hotel chains before, where I go and I use a certain hashtag, and then people follow that hashtag. And it's basically a commercial that they give social media influencers to give them exposure on all.
I love that.
Wait a minute, we have to learn this, because whenever we go to Palm Springs, we always stay at the Riviera. It's my favorite hotel. And we should, it's a lot of money, that friggin' hotel. They charge you to park the car, they charge you to use the pool, they charge you to jerk off. I mean, it's a stupid stuff, but I love the hotel and we pay for it. We would love to do that, because we do plugs.
I'd love to do it, and then I'd be able to stay there for free.
Yeah.
Every time we've come back from Palm Springs, I have talked about the Riviera Hotel, and I spoke with them. So big deal. You know what they did? They gave us, not a big deal. They gave us a very great room for $100 a night, as opposed to the $300. So that was nice. But I would like it free. I'm greedy.
I agree.
I mean, you know what a commercial costs. I mean, if a hotel had to do a commercial, it's in the 70, 80,000.
We'll have to talk about that off air. We'll talk some more about that.
Yeah, but they should get smart. I mean, any commercial that I do is a $40,000 or $50,000 commercial. And if I did DMK today for free, because he's my best friend. What the hell? I'm not going to ask him for money. I may ask him to give me head, but I won't ask him for money.
Which, by the way,
for instance, we're talking about that skincare that you're using earlier in the show.
It really
that's
works.
DMK.
I'm not bullshit. It really friggin' works.
Let him talk.
What they'll do is they'll give you the product for free and then give you a fee to read it on air. When I had my talk show, I would have people pay to be on my show because they were getting exposure. I had millions of viewers live every Friday, and then my show went on to Dish Network on demand for 3 years. So I had millions upon millions of people watching my show. So people wanted to get on my show, and I would have them on for 15, 20 minutes. They would spend a certain amount of money, and it was considered an advertising cost.
Yeah, but we're a conversation show. We're totally different. I don't think we'd ever charge anybody.
I'm just giving you an example of how that works.
No. But you know what? Now, Danae is my friend. We're buddies. We're best. I was in drag at his wedding.
First of all, Danae is our Drew's husband.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now listen to this. When Danae and Drew got married last year, Danae selected me to be the matron of honor. And I was in drag, and I did the matron.
Everybody was in
riot.
drag.
We had the best fucking time. You would have loved it. Peed yourself. We got bombed. I was singing on the stage. My knee gave way. They thought I was loaded. I went down. I mean, it was fabulous. It was like we should have filmed it. It would have been a show of shows. All the drag queens, snobby little bitches, they were looking at me, giving me dirty looks because you had the old lady, and they were all young and pretty and painted. And they were so worried that they didn't look good, or I didn't give a shit. My dress was ripped, my shoes fell. I didn't care. I was like an old broken down movie star. But anyway, so Danae's a good buddy of mine. I love him, and why wouldn't I plug him? I mean,
Right,
if his stuff
absolutely.
was shit, I wouldn't use it, and I would never do that. If his stuff was a phony baloney, like a lot of the crap you get in this department stores, but
Actually,
it really works. Look at my skin.
I know you look fabulous.
No, but my
he's
skin.
76.
I know, that's
But wait a
amazing.
second. My skin blows up from it. Whatever it does, some bullshit I'm going to
Well,
learn
it's
from
probably
him.
because it builds up the collagen on your skin.
Exactly, and it puffs everything out, and it gives me a glow, a beautiful shiny glow. And this is the stuff I love. This is my
Okay, hold
favorite.
on.
This one,
Anyway, hold on.
transgender,
Transgenesis.
transgenesis. I call it
I know.
transgender. This crap works. This not crap. They get offended. This wonderful product works. It really is. I love it. I'm going to take it with me to the next life.
Okay, hold on. So I want to give. So you guys heard a little teeny bit about Twitter takeovers, and to give because Matt's got a PR company that promotes businesses. So you guys can go to onlymattmartin.com and actually pay him if you would like to learn how to do some stuff and get some stuff done for your business. And that way we give you a little like plug, you know. So go to
Thank you.
onlymattmartin.com.
Now wait a minute. Are you on TV now?
No, my show, we ended after my third season in 2015.
Where you shot out of New York,
Yes.
Central Park?
And
You shot
are you doing
Yeah.
radio? Are you doing
in the
radio?
Bramble? Did
still?
you shoot in the
I
Bramble?
actually, for once, I am on the opposite side of the microphone these times. I'm being interviewed these times. It's hard for me because I'm used to interviewing, not being the
Yeah.
interviewee.
It is
So
hard.
for me, it's hard to sit back and just be like, oh
Not
crap, I
take
got to talk
over.
about,
Not
yeah,
take
to
over.
not take over and not talk about, like, it's weird to talk about yourself sometimes.
Right.
Well,
No,
basically,
I
though.
talk. I've been interviewed a lot. I know what they're going to do. The minute they open their mouth, I know what's coming out. You know that it's instinctive. So
Yeah.
and I'm pretty well versed on it. And I'm always funny. I keep it funny because if you're serious, people turn it off. If
Right,
you're,
I like having a conversation with people. I don't like having
I
it to
don't
be
like
a scripted
interviews.
conversation.
No, I don't like interviews. Like, how many movies have you made? Who gives a shit?
Shit,
Who would give a
exactly.
fuck how many movies you made? What, I'm getting paid? I want to
Unless
know.
I'm getting a quarter of that paycheck, I don't
No,
give a
I want to
crap.
know, what are you doing in Central Park at midnight in the Brambles? That's what I want to know.
No,
Exactly.
hang on though, because like you were on all these different TV shows. When they brought you on, they brought you. Why did you get to go on? Because you were on Anderson Cooper, Real Housewives of New York City. I don't know what Broadway Sings for Pride is. Do you sing?
Broadway Sings for Pride is a non-for-profit charity event that I speak at, and it benefits the LGBT Center of New York City.
Oh,
They do
okay.
it twice a year, and they have Broadway singers come on, and they do a concert, and in between, we'll have like celebrity guests and things of that nature talking about what the LGBT Center does. Basically, it's a cattle call for money.
I used to work a lot for them when I lived in New York. I did so many drag shows, and
Hang on.
all my drag shows, by the way, were for I'm the first one. Stop it, Ron. I'm the creator of Have a Heart. Have you heard of Have a Heart? It's
I
the AIDS
honestly,
benefit. It was very
okay,
big in my day because I created it, and I would hire all these people to come in and perform, but no lip syncing. I hated lip syncers. It was
right.
all live drag queens. We did dancing. It was beautiful shows, and
Natural talent.
all the money went to the LGB Center, which back
Hmm.
then wasn't called that. It was called,
Gay and Lesbian Center.
no, I think AIDS Center,
Oh,
which they
really?
changed it because the word got everybody nervous.
Yeah, the stigma.
And all the money that we got,
Hang on though, hang on, because like I didn't get my answer, any of my stuff answered.
well,
yet.
nobody cares.
I care. I
But he
care.
doesn't care. I
Um,
don't care.
No, I care though. So no, because your show was called In and Out.
In or out,
Pun
untended,
intended.
yeah.
So that was like a celebrity gossip show.
So basically, it was broken into pretty much four segments. I had my opening monologue. We'd go to commercial break. Then I would come back and I would talk about the top news of the week. And I would basically rip celebrities that were being, I can say it on this show, assholes. And I
Right.
would just call them out on their bull crap.
Bullshit.
And then other things that I liked, like, Mariah Carey was coming out with a water line. I thought it was the most hilarious freaking thing. So it was supposed to be coming out into Dwayne Reed and Rite Aid. So I'm like, I am going to do a search and find this butterfly water. And it never happened. And then like K-Fed was going to be a trim spa spokesperson. Meanwhile, he looked like the Michelin tire man. I was just like, I had fun with it because I could say what I wanted. I couldn't curse, but there was times I was like, like that. And then I would always have a celebrity guest either in studio or via Skype. And then at the end, I would have the out hole of the week, which was the asshole of the week, whichever celebrity was a complete moron that week. And Justin Bieber hit that a lot.
So like, but
See,
so,
we never curse. I never curse.
oh yeah, right.
No,
No, I
I'm
never
just
curse. I speak French.
okay.
But wait a second. So like, okay, so because when you get on like Anderson Cooper, you were brought on like as a pop
I
culture
was
person
brought
or
on.
what?
I was brought on because he had a whole segment of movers and shakers and entrepreneurs under the age of 30.
Okay.
And at the time, I was living in New York City, and he had me on as a guest. And because I basically started out with just a Twitter account with only Matt Martin and made a brand out of it, and then it evolved, and then I became a writer for Examiner.com, and then it turned into networking, and then I just was like a branding machine. My clients call me the gay Kris Jenner or Samantha Jones.
I love Samantha Jones.
I just wish I got laid as much as Samantha Jones.
There you go. I would like to get Samantha Jones on this show.
You know,
Can we try? Can I tell you, she's
happen
the
because
sweetest
I'm
woman.
talking.
Oh, she's sweet.
Sweetest woman ever.
Yes,
Sweetest
I
woman.
heard that, and I'm targeting her. You know, I'm bringing back my TV show, which is Set the Record Straight, where I bring celebrities on, and anything that's been said incorrectly about them before you die, here's
Gives
your
them a chance to fix
set
it.
it straight. I did it with everybody, all the biggies, legends, and she's one that I'm targeting. I think I might, if she's okay, have. Jesus, hello, Dolly. Quick. Carol Channing. Carol is my first gal on.
Yeah,
this. I
before
love
she
her.
goes, she's
I know
but she's
her.
a little. Her screws are a little loose. I've met
Yeah,
her a
Well,
couple of times.
yeah, you know what? I just saw her not long ago at my friend's restaurant in Palm Springs.
Actually, I have a funny question, interesting question for you, Ron.
Sure.
Who's the celebrity? And same for you, Jimmy. Who's somebody you guys have had on your show, like a celebrity that you were like all excited to finally interact with, and was the biggest?
Fran Drescher.
Wait, was the biggest disappointment? Because you know when you meet a celebrity in person, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Wow, you're a tool."
Oh.
You were a little disappointed with Fran Drescher.
Well, I wasn't disappointed with Fran Drescher.
That was a good interview. I watched that one. I almost wore a bathrobe today for that.
Yeah, you see, no, but you see that. But wait, I tell Jimmy all the time, please tell our guests to dress, respect us, because we look decent for you. Now you look decent for us. Some of our guests come on, they look like they just cleaned the streets. I mean, they're embarrassing. I would never go public. They don't realize that over 4 million people watch this show, and religiously, and that they critique you. And when you look like that, you look like shit, like this girl Sam that was on last week. Put your hair down, put makeup on. She looked like an old dyke, an old, I don't know what, dish rag, bar rag. You don't do that. You're in the public eye, and the public expects something from you. You've got to be you've got to be showbiz, light the lights. And these people come on like they're doing an interview for a truck driving job. Anyway, Fran Drescher disappointed me because, number one, it's rude for a guest to control an interviewer. And when she said to me, so what's this all about? When are you going to ask me questions? Which Sam did to Jimmy. That's not nice. You don't do that. Fran Drescher, I found, as a person, is not the brightest bulb on Broadway. But when she's scripted, she's fabulous. She's
an actress.
When she did her Cancer Schmancer thing, she was wonderful because she's done it a million times. But to get answers out of her were very difficult because she didn't get where I was going. I lived one town away from her.
Yeah.
We shared all the same things. She could have come back and forth to play because our audiences like to know what she did as a young girl. Did she go to Main Street Flushing to Gert's department store? It sort of makes her like one of the world,
It levels her.
Exactly. She didn't get it. And the only thing that she gave me that I enjoyed was when I talked about the RKO Theater, and she said, my husband took me there on our first date to see Jaws. And then she went into, I never went in the ocean again. That was nice. But the rest of it was like she was bewildered. She didn't understand my interview, and I was upset that she didn't know who I was. Had she seen some of my work, she would have known my interviews are not interviews, they're conversations.
Right.
And they're crazy. And I bring the crazy out in people. Because we're all a little crazy, especially you.
Amen.
The name of your show, In and Out.
In or out, pun intended. I couldn't do end because then Dish Network wouldn't buy it.
No, I would have changed your show to In and Out with a condom. I would have sent that message out that everybody should use a condom. But you know what I mean? So it's difficult. We had one bitch on that I wanted to throw off. I actually walked off the set. I wouldn't do
Oh,
the
you pulled
show.
a Whoopi and a Joy.
Well, no,
Ooh.
not a whoopee and a joy. It was the rudeness of this person and
Okay.
attacking me for no reason. I think she wanted to get me before I got her, but I don't get people on our show. I have fun with people. I love our guests. I'm going to invite you too, you little bitch. I invite people to Palm Springs to come.
Right.
I'll cook food for you. I really mean that. I'm not bluffing. I mean,
Right.
Michael Damian, we love. John Barrowman, we love. And these people that are going to come to our home. So I don't understand why she was so mean to me. But anyway, I walked off. I said, I'm not going to do this, bitch, because I know my temper. I'm Italian from Brooklyn. Go away.
We don't have too many bad ones, actually.
No, but we have wonderful
Well, that's
ones.
good.
Wonderful.
But I would say like 99%. We've had maybe 5 that were really just people who were just terrible interviewers. Sometimes it's almost hard to believe that someone who, makes movies that do $100 million and they really can't carry on a conversation whatsoever.
Their life is practically scripted. I mean, it's
their life is
close.
scripted.
When I did Lauren Bacall, when I did
Oh
what's her
God, I
name?
love her.
Oh, I sat on her lap. What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
She's a crazy bitch. She was drunk as a skunk. We did $1,000 a plate thing for her to go to her favorite organization.
Charity. Yeah.
And it was around a diner. There was no chair for me. So I said, nobody got me a chair. They said, well, you're not in it. I said, what do you mean I'm not in it? They said, I'm filming it. They said, yeah, but you're not in it. I said, how am I going to talk to her if I'm not in it? So she said, don't worry about it. Sit on my lap. She thought I was kidding. I went over and I sat on her lap. So she started to laugh. So that Lauren Bacall was delightful.
So wait a
She's
second.
and I've been in her company a few times when I went to, what's his name, who you love, the singer who died of AIDS. I loved him so much. Who lived at the Dakota. The Australian singer. He came down in Radio City Music Hall in the Cadillac singing.
Freddie Mercury?
No.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't know.
Of course you do. Let me get the song. At the Cope. No, that's Barry Manilow.
At the Cope.
I know that queen.
So wait a second.
No, I know that queen
As
too.
you're thinking about, because we've only got a few minutes and I want to get
Wait,
some
I
stuff
have to
in.
get his name
you
out
can think
there.
about it while we're talking because we got some stuff I want to go over here.
He was married to Liza Minnelli.
David. Peter Allen.
Peter Allen.
Yes, thank you.
How could I loved Peter
So wait
Allen.
a second. Can people listen? Is there a place, do you have your shows archived that people can go and listen to them?
I don't have the rights to it, so I can't really
it
do
went on
that.
Dish.
Oh, yeah.
He has a bunch of shows that he doesn't have the right to.
I have a Tab Hunter show that we talked about his size of his dick.
John Waters.
And John
See,
Waters.
I couldn't talk about that
No,
stuff.
but my shows were
Get on the
best.
internet.
I know.
No.
I know.
My shows were fabulous with them, and I didn't own the film, therefore I had no rights to it.
So what did you do at the Grammys? Because I have past accomplishments and I wrote down Grammys. What did you get to do for the Grammys?
Puff Daddy at the time, he was P. Diddy at the time. He was hosting the after party after the Grammys at the Playboy Mansion, and he hired me as one of the 4 people to run the PR and plan the event.
Oh, cool.
It was great because it came with a ticket to the Grammys, and it was interesting because I was going, I dyed my hair like a teal Tiffany's blue, okay? And I did it because my first year I was going
No,
to...
tell us really why you did it. You did it to match your balls.
Oh, darling. Oh, no, those are clear.
Shaven or unshaven?
That's another day. No, I had dyed my hair because I had bought this suit for Night of 1,000 Gowns, and that was coming up in March.
My
friend
friend Danae won 3 years ago. Danae Montague King. Lisa Lauren.
I was there.
Well, that's who Danae is, my dearest friend.
That's our Drew's husband.
That's Drew's
Yes,
husband.
I'm there every year.
So you saw Liz.
I definitely did.
Gorgeous, right?
Okay, keep going, though. Keep going.
Oh, anyway, so I was doing this blue in my hair to, try it out before. And so I'm walking the red carpet of the Grammys, getting my picture taken. I was like, this is so surreal. And then everyone was like, oh, my God, your hair is crazy. I'm like, I know. It's totally perfect for the Grammys, And then not even 3 bodies away comes Katy Perry with the same color blue hair.
Yes.
So there you go.
No, I actually, because
Your moment of glory was shot
Was he
down.
Was
pretty-
shot.
Was he nice to you?
What?
P. Diddy.
Oh yes, he was absolutely. He actually sent out a tweet how grateful he was I was there.
Oh, good for you. Because I actually went
Yeah.
to the MTV Awards when they were in Miami, and like I got invited to his after party at the MTV Awards and walked the red carpet next to him. And I was with like Nick Carter and Paris Hilton and Carmen Electra and stuff, and we had the it was a lot of
He
fun.
knows how to throw a party.
Yeah, he knows how to throw a party, and
It was a lot of Ciroc. Let's
Yeah,
put it that way.
We drop more names on this show than any other show in the world, and people think we're showing off. No, we're not. Like I
No,
explained.
they're experiences.
No,
You got to share them.
Listen to my analogy. You're living in a small town in the middle of America. You're a truck
Right.
driver. You live in a neighborhood where the homes are $30,000, all right, from years ago. Who are your neighbors? Bob McGray, Laura Loop, Joey Jerk. They're all your neighbors. So when you meet them, what are they going to talk about? My friend Bob got a car, Joey Jerk bought a pool, right? So happens is our friends are all celebrities. So if we don't talk about our friends, we look like we just got out of
we
jail.
don't have any friends.
Or we were like,
like now.
we were in a mental institution.
Like now that when we say we know Matt Martin, which already Czar Drew says he so wants to come to dinner when you guys come to dinner.
Absolutely. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just a joke. Like I used to, when I lived in Boca Raton, right? Gorgeous neighborhood, fabulous people. My neighbors, I hated everyone. Jane Russell used to stay at my house a lot, and the word got out that Jane was there. Well, you had to see the crowd of people in front of my house. Now, one bitch said to me, when is she coming out? We were going to the theater to show Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, and I was her date. Limos out there, the paparazzi, all that bullshit. And when is Jane coming out? I said, Jane's dressing right now. We'll be out soon. Well, Jane had a little difficulty with her brassiere because she came out of the bedroom and her tits were down to her knees. And I said to her, Jane, what happened to your tits? You're famous for your tits. Why are they down to your knees? She said, leave me alone. I said, no. So I asked my daughter, Leslie, I said, do you have a bra that she could wear? Leslie said, well, she could try one of my strapless bras on. Jane put the bra on and her tits were nice and high and perky like they should be. Now we go out. She's not ready. The woman that was asking said, you know, I'm waiting a long time. When is she coming out? I mean, could you believe these fucking people?
It's like, who the hell are you?
I mean, what's wrong with these fucking people? They're crazy. So finally, when we came out, that woman wasn't there. After all her bitching and moaning and groaning, she wasn't even there. And I told this to Joan, and Jane, and Jane said, screw her. That's all she used to say, screw her.
So hold on, because we've only got a couple of minutes.
Oh, no, I want more.
I know, we're going to bring him back, because this is a fun.
Actually,
fun.
can I just so I don't forget, because I promised a couple of people I would mention these things.
Absolutely.
On May 18th, I'm going
Yes.
to be speaking at the LGBT Week conferences. That's a Thursday.
We may be there.
It's the 15th to the 19th. Just go to lgbtweek.com, I think, or lgbtweeknyc.com, one of those.
Okay.
And May 19th to the 22nd, I'm doing the Twitter takeover, the Gaycation. It's a men's only resort. They have a beautiful spa on premises. And we're doing a Grand Lotto weekend, meaning all the rooms are the same price. And you will be put into a lotto to win the grand penthouse, the 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom penthouse suite with its own private jacuzzi, private patio, terrace. For those that are clothing optional individuals, Mr. Ron.
No. I was going to say, Jimmy and I are very straight. We're married. We would never go there because I know what carries on that go there.
And now I want to clarify something. It is not a sex party. I am not that
Bullshit.
clean.
Everybody's
I
like
am
that.
not that
Hold on,
clean.
let him finish. We only
Listen.
have 2 minutes.
Wait a second. The doors are all open on every room. Those that
No,
get it, those that get
no,
it are
it's
laying
not.
naked on their stomach, and those that give it are laying on
That's
their
the Parliament
backs
House
naked.
in Orlando.
No,
Okay, hold on.
I was just going to say that is the Parliament House or
How do
Paradise
you
in New
know
Jersey.
It is the Parliament House.
You've been to one of those places?
Before I met you.
You're a
okay.
whore. I told you he was a whore.
Okay, wait, go though. So how do
And
people
then-
get involved with that?
They can go on to my fan page or on Twitter. It's also on my website on list of events that I have coming up.
OnlyMattMartin.com, you guys.
Yep. And then click Matt Martin and see upcoming events.
Listen, Trash Face,
Hang
are
on,
you
wait,
ever
wait.
in L.A.?
Yeah, of course. I hosted an award show
Or
in
do you
LA.
live in L.A.?
No,
he lives
girl.
in Long Island.
I'm
Oh,
from
right.
New York.
Why are you living on Long Island?
because I don't want to live in the city.
You're the
'cause then-
EOTM Awards host. You're the,
Long Island is so like the bunkhouse.
No, well, I grew up next to the bunkhouse, but I have the Hamptons a half hour away, and I have the city an hour away by the
But the
train.
Hamptons are in the summer. You should be out in Palm Springs where the gays are, and the world's happening.
I don't tan well.
That's okay. Hold
you
on.
don't tan
Keep
well?
going. We only have 1 minute. You got to stop
Well,
for a second.
keep your pants on.
Okay, so you got 1 minute because you got to say, what else were you going to say?
My
The
client
Gay
Daniel
Bunch.
Alexander.
Okay.
My client Daniel Alexander has a new single coming out next week, and his single "Down" is out now.
Actually,
and
he's
the
really
Gay
good, you guys. I listened to it. He's pretty good.
And the GadyBunchFamily.com. We have new things coming with them. If you guys are interested in a hilarious comedy, this blog seriously takes it to the next level, and you get an inside scoop on what it's like to be 2 lesbians with 5 kids.
And what's the website again?
GadyBunchFamily.com.
There you go.
It
All
is
right.
hilarious.
All right, everybody.
So
Listen.
wait. When you come to Palm Springs, you call us ahead of time, and you come for dinner, and I'll have Lisa Lauren, Danae King, and Drew there with us.
We'll get some other cool people.
And other celebrities. All fags, celebrities.
Red,
Fun.
white, or vodka?
What?
Red, white, or vodka?
Red, white, or vodka?
Vodka.
Okay, so hold on. We're going to have you come back anyway in like a month or 6 weeks or something after you do some of these, just so we have an hour we can just dish and talk gay, cool, fun shit.
Happy your family.
So that's right. So everybody listen up. Matt Martin is awesome. Follow at Only Matt Martin on Twitter because he's also a social media guru, you guys. So follow Only Matt Martin. Check out his website, onlymattmartin.com. And also follow at Gady Bunch because they're really fun. Is it the Gady Bunch or Gady Bunch? At Gady Bunch.
Why don't we have them on our show?
And we will one of these days soon.
The Gady Bunch, we'd like you on the show, the schedule.
Like 6-8 weeks, Ron. He's got guests all the way up to end of April.
That's right. Me.
Jimmy, I know that. I have so many friends I want to bring back. I want to bring back Lily McLeod. I want to bring back Doolittle.
Okay, we got to go, though, because we're past our time. So, Matt, thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you guys for having me.
Sorry for all the problems.
Bye-bye,
We'll see
Matt.
you soon. Everybody, see you next
Good
week.
friend.
Bye.
New friend.
Absolutely. Bye.
See you, Matt.
Bye, guys.
Good show, baby. Thank you.